Could AI build you a professional looking law firm website? Probably. But can it build a site that attracts the right prospects, earns their trust, and persuades them to contact you? Well, that's a very different question. Before you turn your firm's website over to AI, you need to understand the difference between creating pages and building a marketing system. In this video, you'll learn three important things. First, what AI can actually do well when helping to build a law firm website. Second, where AI falls short and how those weaknesses can lead to generic content and ineffective marketing. And third, what you should do instead if you want a site that does more than look professional, one that attracts the right prospects, builds trust, and helps you turn visitors into clients. A lot of law firm websites, even expensive and professionally designed ones, are really nothing more than electronic brochures. They list the firm's practice areas, credentials, attorney biographies, and contact information. But they don't actively educate visitors, build trust, capture leads, or guide prospects towards the next step. In other words, they don't get you new clients. A website can look complete without functioning as a complete marketing system. So before we ask whether AI can build your attorney website, we first need to be clear about what that website is supposed to do. AI can be useful. It can create an online brochure very quickly. It can generate pages, headlines, service descriptions, images, and calls to action. Those are all valuable uses, but they're supporting tasks. AI is helping produce pieces of the website. It isn't deciding what your firm's marketing strategy should be. In other words, unless the site is built around your ideal clients, their questions, your firm's position in the market, useful educational content, lead generation offers, your intake process, and your follow up strategy, it may do very little to generate business. Before AI or anyone else builds your site, you need to decide which clients you want to attract, which services you want to emphasize, what makes your firm different, what concerns your prospective clients have, and what action you want a visitor to take next. AI can ask you those questions, but it can't independently determine the right answers. It tends to produce generic law firm content. It's designed to generate language that sounds reasonable and professional, but that's also one of its weaknesses. Without very detailed direction, you're likely to get phrases like experienced representation, personalized attention, aggressive advocacy, and a commitment to results. Those phrases may sound polished, but they don't answer the prospect's most important question. Why should I hire you instead of another lawyer who seems to offer the same service? In other words, your website sounds just like your competition's. Generic claims won't help a prospective client choose you when every other attorney is making the same claims. Bottom line, your site has to set your firm apart from your competition and educate the visitor before it can convert. Most people visit an attorney's website because they're worried, confused, or uncertain. They're looking for answers before they're ready to hire anyone. A strong site should address those questions through useful articles, videos, frequently asked questions pages, guides, checklists, and other educational content. That information helps a prospect understand the problem, recognize your expertise, and become more comfortable taking the next step. Your website should also provide a way to continue the relationship with visitors who aren't ready to schedule a consultation right away. That might be a downloadable guide, a checklist, or another useful offer. AI can help draft some of those materials, but it can't independently decide which questions matter most, which information will build trust, or how the content should support your firm's larger marketing strategy. Once your site has educated the visitor, then it has to guide that person towards action. Different visitors may be ready for different next steps. Some may be ready to call or schedule a consultation. Others may need to download a guide, watch another video, or read another article first. That takes intentional calls to action, well designed landing pages, simple contact forms, clear navigation, and an intake process that connects the website to the rest of your firm. And an AI builder may place a contact us button on every page, but that isn't the same as designing a conversion strategy around the way a prospective client actually makes decisions. And even converting a visitor isn't into a lead isn't enough. Your site is only the front end of the marketing process. Its job is to attract the right visitors, educate them, build trust, and convert some of them into leads. But as I said, many of those leads won't be ready to hire a lawyer the first time they visit your site. That's why the website needs to be integrated with a contact management system or CRM that captures the lead's information and allows your firm to continue the conversation over time. In other words, continue to market to them. Your website may convert a visitor into a lead, but without a system to nurture that lead, you may never convert that lead into a client. The technical work still matters too. A site can look attractive while having serious problems underneath. An effective website must work properly on mobile devices, load quickly, be accessible, use secure forms, protect visitor information, and make it easy for search engines to understand the content. So, what should you do instead? Start by deciding what the website needs to accomplish, which clients you want to attract, what information those prospects need, why they should choose your firm, and what should happen after they become leads. Only then should the site be designed and built around that strategy. AI can still play a useful supporting role, but the overall system should be developed with the help of people who understand law firm marketing, web design, educational content, search visibility, conversion strategy, CRM integration, automated follow up and intake. One company that works specifically in this area is one of my strategic partners, Foster Consulting, also known as Foster Web Marketing. They help law firms develop websites as part of a broader strategy involving content, lead generation, conversion, follow up, and measurement. I'll leave a link to their site in the description. Now, you don't necessarily have to use Foster Consulting. You can work with an experienced online marketing and web design company that understands law firms. But make sure they're building more than just a website. They should be helping you build a complete system for attracting, educating, converting, and following up with prospective clients. They should be able to explain who the site is designed to attract, how it will distinguish your firm, what educational content it will feature, how it will capture leads, how the CRM and automated follow up will work, and how results will be measured. Don't ask AI to build your law firm's website. Use AI to help you and the right strategic partner build a complete marketing and follow up system. That means your next step isn't simply choosing a website building tool. It's making better decisions about the platform your site will use and the company you hire to build it. Now, I've written two articles that can help you do that. The first walks you through what to look for when choosing a web design company, including the questions you should ask before making a commitment. The second explains why I don't recommend using WordPress for a law firm website. You'll find links to both articles in the description below. Read those next before you invest in a new website or turn the project over to AI.